What is the best accidental invention? X-ray machines. Röntgen noticed it glowy even though his Crookes tube was covered. Think of a vacuum tube or a TV in the dark. Covered up, X-rays were discovered by him. He also accidentally invented a machine. I could see his wife's bones in her hand and her wedding ring. She thought he had gone crazy in the basement. Then he dragged her down there and made her hold her hand on an envelope under his crazy machines. Then he developed the film. It was put to immediate practical use in medicine. LSD and artificial sweeteners rank highly. But antibiotics or vulcanized rubber have undoubtedly saved many lives. Set of properties needed for everything from the emergency brake on an elevator, to road tires, to medical appliances and tubing, to life support systems in vehicles, to life support systems in hospitals. Gravity. I mean, this dude was just chilling under an apple tree when he got hit with an apple and invented gravity and such. Just think for a second, if he would have decided, nah, that tree looks like there's might be ants, and would have chosen another one or simply to go for a run, we would have no gravity and would need to glue everything down also. The microwave. From Wiki Percy Spencer. Employed by Raytheon. Noticed that microwaves from an active radar set he was working on started to melt a candy bar he had in his pocket. The first food deliberately cooked with Spencer's microwave was popcorn, and the second was an egg, which exploded in the face of one of the experimenters. The good point about most of these accidental inventions is the discovery of the periodic law. Mendeleev has worked on it for 25 years and spent the whole family capital on chemicals and equipment. But one day he told a joke that it came in a dream, and everybody took this at face value. Potato chips, they were made out of spite when someone sent their French fries back because they were too soggy. The cook decided to chop the potato really thin and overcook them to prove a point to the customer. Turns out the result was delicious and became the first potato chip. Reese's peanut butter cups. One day, there was this guy with a chocolate bar who tripped into a guy with a jar of peanut butter. He said, "You got peanut butter on my chocolate," but the guy holding the jar of peanut butter exclaimed, "You got chocolate in my peanut butter." Wi-Fi. An Australian scientist was looking for a way to detect black holes, and Wi-Fi was one of his failures. He decided that since he was, at least in part, publicly funded and wasn't that interested in running a company to profit off of it, to just give it to the public. Nome, Alaska, as the story goes, when they were mapping Alaska for the first time, the cartographer pointed to that location with the label name, meaning he didn't know what it was called. This was later misspelled as Cape Nome and became a town. It wasn't exactly an accidental invention. They were trying to make a heart medication, but during the trials for sildenafil they found it was mediocre at addressing the heart and very successful at addressing it. Not the best, but Febreze was funny how it happened. Some chemist who was also a smoker came home one day and his wife asked if he had given up smoking because the chemicals he was working with removed the odor. I believe the MRI machine was developed off of technology that was created for astronomy. NTT commented that invention is a great example of why academics need to work with other fields of study more often. There was that time Thomas Midgley Jr. invented something, and the only person it killed was himself. It was a serious improvement on his other inventions. Air conditioning. Lewis Carrier was trying to make his paper plant run with less humidity, and as a byproduct made the entire South livable. Either pot stickers or brownies, someone messed up the recipe for dumplings and chocolate cake, and was still pleased with the end result. Buffalo chicken wings. Owner of a NY restaurant wanted to make a snack for her kid and friends, so she fried up some leftover bits. Birth control pill. It was meant to help women with painful and or irregular out birth control as a side effect. Icy slushy drinks. Most people don't know the original flavor is Coca-Cola, because it was a malfunctioning Coke machine. I believe Viagra was an accident. Increased erections was a side effect of a new heart drug being trialed. Have you seen those advertisements for dog paw cleaners or banana cleaners? Let me tell you something. Superglue was invented during WW2 by accident. The inventor was trying to make clear gun scopes. Silly putty. The inventor was looking for an alternative material for tires. Fucking chocolate chip cookies. Fuck, I love chocolate chip cookies. The vibrator. I think it was initially invented to cure madness. Although it's not very en vogue, I'd have to say the hella sells.